With the second beta test of MHWilds becoming available, I was finally able to join a scouting mission into the Windward plains, as last time I was too busy. But while I am excited to charge my blade like no one has ever charged before, my job with the scouting team is as the resident endemic life researcher. So, let me take you on a trip, exploring the amazing ecology of this new frontier. There is so much to discover. Right away, we find ourselves facing a herd of Karatanoth. These large herbivores are the primary food source of most of the predators in this area, and as such are vital to the ecosystem. Living in such large groups means parasites can become an issue. Luckily, however, the Karatanoth has formed a symbiotic relationship with a bird, the aptly named Nothpecker, which picks insects and parasites from between the Karatanoth's thick scales. This provides the bird with protection and food, while the Karatanoth gets to stay healthy. We will return to these incredible animals later, so keep them in mind. Another animal you'll find out here is the Emstrigian. I've not found many of them or seen them interact with the other wildlife, however they are quite cute, wouldn't you say? If you turn your gaze down, you'll notice something scuttled between our feet. These are wind rustlers, tiny bird wyverns that mainly feed on insects, as far as I can tell. They can use their large crests to both intimidate predators and to sort of catch the wind, making them shockingly fast. The occasional wind rustler will also have a black coloration and be larger than average. Perhaps these are the males? It's hard to tell without more research, but we have more places to go, so we can't stick around to find out. Heading towards the murky waters, we can see some gagios sunbathing and waiting for prey. These small leviathans evolved a saw-shaped snout, able to hack away at any animal's legs that enter the water, toppling them. The sharp scales are designed to snap off easily, staying in the prey's flesh and causing strong blood loss. We hunters can use this, and since the scales grow back quickly, we won't need to feel too bad, although the gagios won't appreciate it. Anyway, let's follow this Karatanoth herd for a bit. It seems they're heading towards the open dunes. This is where wingdrakes like bonos will fly around, looking for carcasses to feast on. They have a similar sound-producing organs to the noyos in the New World, and since many sand-dwelling monsters rely on sound, we can use these just as effectively. Close to the bonos roost, we also happened upon a group of vigor mantle bugs. They don't typically appear in such large groups, but it allows us to properly see the cute face hidden beneath the protective mantle. They collect healing herbs and turn them into a thick goo that shields them from harsh sunlight, as well as the sand carried by the strong wind, since it's quite sharp. I've seen people say that we eat the bugs when we collect them, but don't worry, the bugs themselves simply scuttle off and form a new shell. Oof, this heat has me sweating. Let's check out the Oasis close by. There's some fish to catch, and we managed to also spot a pair of track-tail lizards. They almost look mammalian, but they are reptiles, having developed very prominent ears to listen for danger, and sturdy tails which they can balance on to get better visibility. Keep these traits in mind, they'll come up again later. Why exactly they travel in pairs is unclear to me. They may mate for life, or it just provides the most added awareness for danger without having to share too much food. Oh! I'm hearing something nearby. Let's go check it out. Lucky us, we get to witness the ferocious Talioth in action. These bird wyverns hunt in packs and are extremely aggressive, taking on foes multiple times their size with their insanely sharp teeth. Even this Tashaguma pack is having trouble with them. Oh crap, we got spotted. Let's get out of here. Whew, we got lucky again. A Balahara is slithering about over there. These leviathans are truly unique, and I need more time to research them, but for now all we care about is that in the dunes they outmatch the Shaguma. Or at least that's what I thought. Run! Okay, it looks like we managed to shake it off. There's a Talioth pack resting nearby. Maybe it was deterred by their presence. These raptors are truly remarkable, but I do wonder if they have an alpha of their own that we simply haven't spotted yet. I hope we can find it soon. A quick trip home and a change of clothes was in order. After returning to the dunes, we did come across a carcass, maybe one of the Talioths or that unlucky Balahara. Hard to tell. We stopped by the mighty Parrottoad, praise be, and then headed down into the caverns to cool off and collect ourselves a sea squirt. They are quite delicious, I can recommend them. A few palbucks also scuttle around down here. They typically feast on carrion, and you can spot them easily near any large monster you may take down. They are so adorable, honestly. As we exit the cave, I can feel the tingle of static in the air. The sandstorm in this area can get quite vicious, to a point that all the little grains in the air create a huge amount of electricity and lightning. The wildlife has adapted to this, however. Just watch. Here's the Karatanoth herd again. You probably noticed the large spikes on the males. These attract the lightning and disperse it into the ground, protecting the herd at large. It's why so much of the wildlife interacts with these herbivores. Outside of the grounding pillars, they are the only protection from the lightning strikes. Let's go get some shelter from this weather as well. Here in the spaces between the rocks, you are somewhat safe from the sand tide, which is why some of the wildlife prefers to stay here. The rough lizard is one such critter. Storing excess food in a fatty deposit around its neck makes it quite a nutritious snack for any predator that can catch one. They have backup, however. This area is infested with Bulakchi, a neopteron that feeds on blood. They often drop down from high up onto passing monsters. Honestly, they remind me of mosquitoes. Let me just... Okay, there we go. I feel better. Close by we can also occasionally spot dark hornets. They look almost otherworldly and are quite aggressive. If they spot you, they'll attack you with their venomous stingers. But the same goes for large monsters, so take note of them if you spot them. They can be useful during a hunt. With that, we are out in the dunes again, but at night this time. Good. I wanted to show you something extraordinary. I've spotted a very rare critter on occasion, and I am determined to catch it tonight. It is extremely fast and almost impossible to keep up with. But remember what I told you about the tracktail lizard? This little bugger also appears to have a similar set of adaptations, being able to stand up high and using acute hearing to sense danger. I'll try to exploit this, but it may seem a bit cruel. Yes, there we go. Look at this beauty. This is a sand star. He's a bit confused right now, but don't worry. I'll make sure he's alright and healthy and then release him back into the dunes. Our scouting mission is about to end, and I wouldn't want to bring something this rare back with me if I don't know how to properly provide it with a habitable environment. Hopefully, when we set up a permanent base of operations here, I'll be able to befriend one of these rodents for real. And with that, our expedition comes to a close. I hope you learned something about the wonderful ecology of the Windward Plains. I know there are some critters I didn't mention, and it's because, well, I couldn't find them all. I know about geckos living in the caves that use bioluminescence, and a rare variant of the Amstrigian. Alas, I couldn't find them. But hey, maybe you'll be able to spot these rare animals and show them to me. In any case, I'm excited to come back here in about a month. I'll see you all then. It's been a while since I've released a longer video. It's a bit different from my usual stuff. Well, I say that after every long video, I feel like. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, and if you want to watch the best Chargeblade user at work when the full game releases, subscribe. Also, do leave me a comment about any theories you have. I know I didn't talk about some wildlife, but I was trying to keep the videos somewhat short. I could ramble about them for hours, to be honest. Anyway, I'll see you all in February. Good hunting.